They just don't. They're not supposed to.
And then when he had it in his glove and like it came out, I know Barnhart was going to catch it. He didn't even get through it. Look, we're gonna criticize the Tiger hitters more than the Yankees. The Yankees hitters were much better. They only had sixes, but Kid Hilarious hitting 135. He's cleaning up. Okay, you can't have it's still early. It's still in the exam. Okay, so your cleanup guy's got to be better than batting 135 right now. Scope has been bad. 132 easy.
Lead off at 130.
Right, and Torque looked. He was a minor league player last night. He was close to hitting his fastballs. But those guys were throwing the ball to him. Thank God, Meadows didn't get a hit, but at least he's hitting the ball. Badu finally got a hit. He's now up to 115. Barnhart, we knew wasn't going to be much of a hitter. He's supposed to be the good catcher defensively. He's hitting 125. Man, you know what else was weird about this game? How many times in your life you're looking down the box score and I'm looking at the pitching lines and both teams? So this has got to be a mistake. No, it wasn't. How many times in baseball history have there been two W. Peraltas playing? Wandy for the Yankees, and the Tigers brought up, Willie Peralta finally. He actually pitched. The Tiger bullpen, let's be fair, like I said yesterday, opposed to what happened earlier in the season, the bullpen did a real nice job. I mean, Jimenez gave up a run, but all in all, God, they used enough relievers. The Garcia, gave him 130 through that pitch. Vest, Peralta, Barnes, Lang, Fulmer, they all did a nice job, but, so did the Yankees bullpen. Yankees bullpen gave up, what?
Well,
3 hits.
Well, and Schmidt,
former number 1 draft pick.
Right, came in and gave him a 3, just over 3 solid innings.
And hit me, he felt so awful. Did you see that one?
Well, I was trying to figure out if he felt awful or if he's just trying to warm up his head.
No, he felt bad. You could just tell. I was reading quotes after the game. So oh my God, it slipped away, but he was joking on first base.
Yeah, which he always does.
Yeah, it was kind of exciting. His first major league win. He said having Miguel Cabrera on the lineup card was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, that's going to be what I think a lot of young players are looking at right now. When you get a chance to be on the field with Hall of Fame players, there's programs that you save. There's lineup cards that you save just because your name is in the same program as those guys.
Now, like high school baseball and college baseball, they play around here in this type of weather. And I don't know if they have the same restrictions on spider tack and all that stuff that you put on baseball that, Gary Cole can't do anymore.
Right.
And Alexander for that matter. How much do you think the cold had to do with the lack of control from these pitchers? Because, Shep and Guinea were talking about it. It's almost like they're making excuses. I don't know. I've never, pitched in that weather.
Right.
Does it make that much of a difference?
I guess if you're in, if you're having an inning like Garrett Cole where you're at 35, 36, you get to that point, I think it's probably it's playing a part at that point. It's like compounding interest. It just keeps getting worse because the longer you're out there, your hands are getting cold. Because when you get in the dugout, right, you can put on gloves, you can put on hand warmers, all that stuff. You come out, and if you've got a 10-pitch inning or 12 or 13 pitches, I don't think it would matter as much. But it didn't seem. I wasn't at the ballpark, but I did look at the thermometer last night, and it said 39, 40, and I know there was a little bit of a breeze.
And in that stadium, it's a little colder. I know you're a football guy, so
no, I just didn't think it was that cold to be effective. Now, again,
that's why
it's very different from hitting somebody in the face mask as opposed to throwing and doing something with the baseball where it's a very fine skill.
Mike, you know what I was wondering when watching last night? If football, especially Brady, I think maybe one of the first ones I remember doing it, has that thing around his waist where he puts his hands in there to warm up. Yeah, or whatever. Okay. Why don't the pitchers have?
Why don't the pitchers have muffs?
Well, yeah, for their pitching hand. I mean, their other hand, obviously, in a glove.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just it's a great question. I don't know if I would think or put a pocket their pants.
I think the combination last night of the
A hand warmer in their pocket. Like, some guys just stick your hand into, although if they did that, then, you know,
They would check. They
would
would check
have
for
to
substance.
check.
Well, Cole got checked.
Hold on.
Cole got checked even after he left.
Well, yeah, that's a rule.
I know. It's like, you see, hey, what are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Really? You
If
think
I
I
got
had
caught using spider tack and I had 45 pitches in one
Right.
inning, I deserve to be suspended.
If I had the stuff on, you wouldn't have to call ball 4 8,000 times. Our telephone number is 248-539-9797. That is also our ticket text number as well. NBA playoffs, there was a bit of a surprise last night. And speaking of surprises, 2 Detroit teams might have had surprise wins. Explain coming up next, 97.1.
Hey, you want to get away, relax, and just simply have a good time? Get to the D Las Vegas for everything you need. The D is taking all the necessary precautions to make sure your stay is safe and you can enjoy all the comforts of a high-end Las Vegas hotel without missing out on any of the high gaming energy and nightlife that you're looking for. And remember, if you want a steak, the best one in Vegas, you got to get to Andiamo Steakhouse. It's right there at the D. The D Grill is there for something a bit more casual. Or how about the American Coney Island? Grab a Coney dog, head out onto Fremont Street, and you got yourself a great entertainment. At the D Las Vegas, the staff can set you up with a round of golf, and you can party all night at the Long Bar. So get a group together. Hey, maybe you'll see Stoney and I out there, Mike and Rico. But you get a group together, get to the D Las Vegas, book a room at the D.com. That's the D.com. If you're staying on the Strip, make sure you put the D Las Vegas in downtown Vegas on your agenda. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJEM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Northville Lumber. Well, the roads are looking pretty decent this morning. No accidents reported, but already seeing a slowdown in that work zone. 96 westbound from the 696-275 interchange with a slowdown along 696 westbound near Halstead. Northville Lumber is Michigan's truck stacking leader. Buy where the pros buy. Northville Lumber has the largest inventory, the best service, and the lowest price. Right now, you can get truck stacking as low as $159 per foot. Call Northville Lumber or visit northvillelumber.com. I'm Michelle Penny up with traffic.
I'm Mark Angelotti.
And I'm Melissa Angelotti. The President's Award is Carrier's highest honor.
An expert has been selected for the 5th straight year.
It's a true testimony to our dedicated employees and loyal customers.
So from our family to yours, thank you for trusting Expert Heating and Cooling.
Call 844-EXPERT and the number 1. And be cool while you're there.
BetMGM is pitching baseball fans a chance to swing for the fences. Register using code RICO200 and win $200 in free bets when you place a $10 moneyline wager on any major league game, and either team hits a home run, regardless of the bet's outcome. Enjoy baseball like never before with BetMGM at your fingertips all season long. Sign up today and find out why nothing beats a win at the King of Sportsbooks. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You got to be 21 years or older to wager. Michigan only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards are issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credits. Free bets expire 7 days from the issue. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
Hi, I'm David Hall. Smart home buyers call Hall first before they even start looking for a new home. Get started on your 5-star certified pre-approval and get your offer accepted. 866-CALL-HALL or chat with us at callhallfirst.com.
At CDW, we get to be productive. It helps to avoid interruptions. Ugh, I hate those. Oh, please continue. Well, with an Acer Chromebook Enterprise device, you create machines. Yes, and they're even better when they're pre-configured by CDW experts to support uninterrupted productivity wherever your workforce goes with 4G LTE. Nice. And a battery that lasts 14 hours. Yep, great. Oh, sorry, you were saying IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/Acer. Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K. How convenient.
Your happiest spring starts with Lowe's, because SpringFest is happening now to help get you everything you need to celebrate the season. Come on into Lowe's and save on select appliances. Right now, you can get free basic install for your rebate with purchase of select items $5.99 or more. We're celebrating spring with more fun and more savings. Create a season full of happiness at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. Excludes Connecticut and Rhode Island. Appliance offer restrictions and other fees may apply. See store for details while supplies last.
Get help managing your money for the life and years ahead with Fidelity Income Planning. We'll look at what you've saved, what you'll need, and help you build a flexible plan for cash flow designed to last, so you can go from saving to living. Fidelity Workforce Services number NISC SIPC.
Spring is finally here, so why not refresh your ride at Driveway.com? When you buy with Driveway, there's no pressure or haggling. We offer our best price up front. We help make selling your car easy too, so give it a try today. Just head to Driveway.com to get a quote on what your car is worth. You'll have 7 days to accept that offer, and if you do, we'll pick it up right from your driveway. That's Driveway, a car buying and selling experience that's all about convenience. Buy, sell, or trade your car wherever, whenever, and however you choose at Driveway.com.
Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
This is Eric Ruffness with former NFL lineman TJ Lang and John Jensen. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
2 runners go, swinging a pop-up, playable. By home plate, Tucker Barnhart backpedaling, and oh man, it fell in between Alexander and Barnhart. Are you kidding me? Right in front of home plate, Torkelson was there, but you could tell Barnhart was struggling with the wind. Oh my goodness, 2-run score.
Yeah, and it went in Alexander's glove. That was the front. That was
part of the frustrating
part of it. Tigers lose 4-2 in a boring, laborious baseball game that took 3 hours and 59 minutes to play a 4-2 game in only 10 hits, 16 walks. We'll get into 2 of the other Detroit teams that played yesterday in a second. But first, Barry, Clinton Township, good morning.
Hey, good morning. I certainly agree with you guys about that pop-up. It was a disgrace. Should have never happened. He should have been out of that inning. But I respectfully disagree with the gentleman that said that the pitcher never takes a pop-up. There's a universally accepted principle that there's a priority for infield. You should have your best fielder and shortstop. So as between shortstop and anybody else, he takes it. And then he probably couldn't have gotten that ball. I don't know if it was home plate, but there, the first baseman and the third baseman should have taken control. But as between the pitcher and the pitcher always takes it over the catcher because he's got a fielder's glove. And a catcher's got a catcher that's not really fit for catching pop-ups as well as the fielder's glove. And that pitcher does become a fielder after he delivers the pitch. He should be able to field his position. So I think the error should go to the pitcher. He hit his glove. He was just kind of dumbfounded there. Pop-up did start behind home plate, but it seemed to drift either because of the spin or the wind back to the pitcher. So, yeah, I probably fought the first baseman and third baseman mostly, but pitcher or the catcher, even though the catcher accepted the responsibility, which was gentlemanly of him, I think that error belongs to the pitcher.
Well, the error was charged to the pitcher.
Yeah, but I think the catcher, I mean, if you're talking about gloves, right, yeah, the pitcher has a better glove to catch it, but the catcher is the one that I think should be directing traffic on that one and should be catching it between those two.
Right, the catcher, I don't know if there was a lack of communication. He should say, I got it. And then if
he made the mistake was he was backing up instead of getting back out in front.
But generally, the pitcher's facing the batter. Doesn't he have a better angle on it, or the catcher's facing the field?
Originally,
usually you do. So you're not wrong at that, but a lot of times don't let the other fielders, whether it's the catcher or the infielders, make it because you don't want to take a chance on the pitcher getting injured. You know that's why that happens. That's why. Thanks for the call. Serve the catcher's ball usually. And maybe lack of communication. Barnhart maybe said, it's yours, because he knows he's struggling.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, his play, I think, look, there's a lot. These things are just going to happen. Okay?
Yeah.
This is why you run.
yeah, that was a great job by the Yankees.
And, and it was, you don't just trot out there and just, oh, well, they're going to catch it, because they're going to catch it 9,900 times out of 99.91 or whatever. Even more than that. Right. When you screw up, Barnhart should have turned around, got out about 10 feet in front of home plate. It's easy to pick apart.
Right. It was just funny. Right?
Not knowing the ballpark. Probably forgot about the wind. And they even talked about them practicing this as
$150,000 ticket sold on April 24th of last year at Pine Knob Wine Shop in Clarkston. So the winning numbers were 22, 36, 48, 59, 61, and the Powerball was 22. Those numbers are numbers you play all the time. You better start looking around because you only have a couple of days to go claim your money. You have until 4:45 p.m. on April 25th. So, I just can't imagine. If those were your numbers that you played over and over and over and you saw that, it would just be devastating to know that, oh my gosh, I played those numbers. I know it. I probably have it, but it's
I can't find it.
trash.
Yeah.
Oh, devastation. Authorities seized 65 dogs and puppies from a central Michigan home. So they were found last week after animal control in Montcalm County just basically delivered a search warrant. They got a tip from a neighbor that, hey, you might want to come over to this house and check out what's going on here. The animals, they say, were a mixture of small, medium, large breeds, and as you can probably guess, they were not receiving adequate care. And 24 of the dogs were taken to the Humane Society, so they'll be adoptable if you'd like to go rescue one of those. The others are still receiving some medical care. There is an investigation underway, but no charges have been filed at this time. Can you imagine what that house, the smell of that house, the conditions of that house, having 65 dogs?
Oh my God.
In general, let's say they were all even cared for.
Right, can you imagine the hair?
Oh.
I mean, especially this time of year, they're all shed. Wow.
No, sounds awful. So Netflix recently raised prices, and yesterday they actually announced that they lost 200,000 subscribers. So now they are trying to do something about this, right? This is the first time they've lost users in about a decade, so they're kind of probably freaking out. So they also announced that they are rolling out a cheaper version with ads. So in the past they said, hey, this is not what we want to do. We don't really want to have an ad version, but it sounds like they need to do something. So they said it will be available in a year or two. And there's other, what do you want to call them, streaming services like Hulu, Peacock, that also have these ad versions that are a little bit cheaper, and those are successful. So Netflix is jumping on this same bandwagon.
Yeah, I've got a few that I don't mind the ads. I mean, I'd prefer they weren't there, but
it's not in the middle of the movie, though, right?
Yeah, sometimes they'll pop in.
They are.
Yeah, and it's honestly, they pop in at normal times. Like if you were watching it on TV, you know when the commercial breaks.
Exactly.
And so it pops in
as it's fading through something.
Right. Yeah. You get a chance to get up, get something to eat.
That's a good time
to
to
the
go to the
restroom.
bathroom.
Yeah. It's okay.
All right.
It's not bad.
No. Thank you very much, Heather. Appreciate it. Coming up next, some offensive coordinator might have put his foot in his mouth. And what happened last night in the NBA, that's coming up next. 97 won the ticket.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Coming up tonight in the pro basketball playoffs, epic Game 2 in an epic series. Boston with a 1-0 series lead over Brooklyn after a buzzer-beating win this past weekend. Boston a 3.5-point home favorite, total sitting at 227.5. And until further notice, I see no reason to think that all of these games aren't going to be super close and come down to the wire. I'm not saying Brooklyn's going to win the game, but if I've got to take a team against the spread here, give me Brooklyn plus the 3.5 points. I think this comes down to the very end, maybe even the final possession. So I will take more than a possession with the underdog. Give me Brooklyn plus 3.5 tonight in Boston. That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more throughout the day. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
My Friday nights usually spent out, but since my friends got Xfinity Internet, Friday nights in are where it's at. Because Xfinity has supersonic Wi-Fi faster than a gig to power a house full of devices all at once. We got our show streaming, playlists bumping, and games galore. Now that's unbeatable internet for every great night in. Come on, y'all. The coasters aren't just for decoration.
Learn more about supersonic Wi-Fi from Xfinity. Or get started with 50 megabits per second internet for $25 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today to learn more. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Ends 4/28/22. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and X-Fi gateway. Actual speeds vary.
For contractors, it's true that time is money. Let Menards save you a bit of both. You'll find the best selection and prices in our real lumber yards and drive-through warehouses. You can drive right up to the materials you purchased in store or on Menards.com, with plenty of room to load them directly into your truck or van. It's more efficient at Menards. We help contractors get in, out, and back on the job.
Save big money at Menards. Are you aware that a goldfish's memory is 3 seconds long? Who cares? Just be aware of the Powerball jackpot. We're talking big. Wednesday's Powerball jackpot is $370 million.
Dealing with a dead battery? Head to AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination. They offer free battery testing to help you know if you need a new battery or not. Or if you're in need of a fresh charge, they can help with that too. They've got reliable replacement batteries starting at just $69.99. And they're the only place you can find proven, tough, Duralast batteries. So next time you're having battery trouble, head to AutoZone.
Millions of people use Zoom Phone, the innovative and feature-rich cloud phone system for businesses of any size. Zoom Phone is simple to use, whether you're on a mobile device, desktop, laptop, or desk phone. And because every call is important to your business, Zoom Phone was built with reliability in mind, using geographic redundancy to keep your communications online. Empower your workforce with Zoom Phone. Visit zoom.com/phone system. Zoom, how the world connects.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Michael Pura of National Benefit Plans. Call 877-734-2200.
97.1 The Ticket would like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply.
Here's Sergachev, knocked away, and on a breakaway comes Verona. Can he give the Red Wings the lead? He shoots, he scores! Second goal a game for Verona. 4-3 Red Wings. Nice surprise victory for the Wings there. They're back in Florida tomorrow night to take on the Panthers. Tigers lose to the Yankees 4-2 in a laborious, that's the word I'm using all morning, 4-hour game. Provided 10 hits and 16 walks. And DCFC beat Columbus 2-1 MLS game, in a game against an MLS team.
Yeah.
Gee, when was the last time a Detroit area team, beat a team from Columbus in cold weather with maybe some snowfalls?
Yeah, recently.
Yeah,
yes, just not in Columbus.
That's right. Exactly. NBA last night, the Miami Heat opened up a 2-0 lead